Hello everyone and welcome to a quick look of One Last Crane. It is a game currently in Kickstarter. It's only got a couple days left, so unfortunately I didn't get to this in time. It's got about 4 days left on the Kickstarter. It needs about $1,000 or so to fully fund the game. But this game basically asks you, what would you do with yourself if you knew you had a limited amount of time left on Earth? Like if you knew you were going to die in a very short amount of time, how would you live your life? How would you live your life? Would you keep a promise? I know I would. But let's start. I always loved the sunset and the night after it, but that time I wished for the sun to never go away. It betrayed me, of course, since the world was for everyone. Why would I pick my wish when perhaps many people out there wanted the night to come? I sighed at the edge of the hill where our secret base lies behind us. This was the best seat I'd ever known since I met her, and I forced a smile to make it stay the best. Look, I found a flower. I looked at the pink flower, which was actually made of paper, on her hand. Hey, that's the origami I taught you. You did well. Right? I told you that I'm a quick learner. Yeah. But you seem a bit down lately, especially today. Is everything alright? I'm fine. It's you always makes me worry, you know. But now you're worried about me? I ruffled her hair to make it seem like everything was normal. Even though something bad was about to happen, I had to do everything as usual or she would get worried, and that's not really what I wanted. Nevertheless, I didn't know since when she had been able to see inside my head as though there's nothing I could hide from her. She grabbed my hand and stopped me. When I looked into her eyes, I felt bad because I realized that she knew. She knew something was up. She knew that I was hiding something from her. You're acting strange lately, Yuuki. Not only today, but all this week. I always told you when I've been sad and had a problem, but you never do. You never say much about yourself. It's like you're always happy. Am I not good enough to be needed? Am I the only one who thinks that we're best friends? No. You've got it all wrong, Saki. I've liked you since the first time we've met. And that will never change even a bit. The way that you call me by my first name and you let me call you Saki. And we've been together all these years in this secret base. Just the two of us. You're special, Saki. No one could be more best friend than you are. Oh jeez, just listen to yourself saying such embarrassing stuff. I didn't understand what she meant, but looking at her bashful face slowly, I felt the burn too. And it was embarrassing since, you know, I didn't want it to be awkward. Well then, you know now what I'm feeling, right? And yeah, that's how my stupid self made it more awkward. For some seconds, we couldn't look each other in the eyes, and so I looked around, trying to shift my gaze to anything else I could find. Oh, look at that sunset. The skyline, the beautiful forest. Gorgeous. The grass, the sky, the rock I found, the origami she held, and the sky again. The wind blew us gently, like it didn't really want to disturb us. It just wanted to accompany us through this moment. I remember that I closed my eyes right after that, and I swear I could hear whispering in my ears like it was saying that everything would be alright. The next thing I felt was Saki's warm hand on mine. That brought my focus back to her, that bashful face that was partially covered by her hair. She looked down. I too love my time with you here, Yuuki. I love the way you talk to me and when you call me by my name and how you let me call you Yuuki. You're the only one who can make me happy. Oh, that's depressing. I mean, we're too dependent on her. She's like, we're too dependable for her. It's like, what happens if we're gone? Saki. Truthfully, that was the hardest moment for me to say it. Not only because I didn't want to do it, but I also felt guilty for giving her such an irrational hope and then taking it away when she was just about to accept it. I'm sorry, Saki. For what? Didn't you hear what I've just said? I'm actually really enjoying our time together. That doesn't mean it's mutual. Yeah, that really makes me glad. And I really meant it when I said that I like you. But the thing is, I must go. Oh, you must go home now? You usually don't go home until late at night, but didn't see the time. My bad. No, not that kind of go. I mean... Yuki? I watched as her expression changed gradually. I couldn't just move my tongue to say it, even though I was the man. I was the one who should tell her. However, I still had to say it, so I stood, and she stood with me. Yuki, what do you mean by you must go? Don't tell me that... Saki, I must go far, far away from here. My voice cracked up a bit, but I knew she would be sadder than I was. Not long after I said it, tears began to fall down Saki's cheeks. Aww. Poor girl. Lose your only friend. As if I needed some strength too, I held her hands. The paper flower fell to the ground. I'm sorry, Saki. My family needs to go somewhere far for a while. Will it be long? I'm not sure, but I don't want to give you a false promise. And you'll be gone forever? Of course not. I can promise you this one thing, Saki. No matter how long I'm gone, I'm going to come back to you again, to this town, as soon as I can. So you're going to leave town? Unfortunately. When? It's tomorrow morning. That's too soon. Why didn't you tell me about this earlier? If you just said so before, we could have spent our time differently before you go. You're the only one who's ever wanted to befriend me, Yuki. I have no one else. We can send letters to keep in touch. I'll write to you often, Saki, so you won't feel lonely. It won't feel the same. No matter what I said to her, Saki just wouldn't stop crying. As I didn't know what to do anymore, I looked down and found the flower on the ground. I remembered my mother saying about an animal that was a symbol of happiness. I didn't know what I was thinking, or maybe I wasn't thinking at all. But I took the paper and unfolded it. What are you doing? Do you know why I love folding paper like this? You've told me before. Folding paper needs concentration, and thus you can forget any problem when focusing on it. But there's another thing. Look, I've made you a simple paper crane. That's not too impressive. Not to be honest, the paper crane is just basic in origami, the art of paper folding. So what she said was understandable, you know, there's nothing impressive about folding a paper crane. But at least you stopped crying. Doesn't mean I stopped feeling sad. You're right, I'm sorry. But what I wanted to say was that with the same paper, you can make a flower, a crane, or anything you want if you just learn or think about how to make it. It's the same with us now. Our problems won't simply go away, and my leaving won't change, but how we deal with it can make things so much different. So much different. So you're saying I should just deal with it? Don't say like it will be so easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It won't be. That's true for me too. But, you know, there are just some things we can hardly change, and I hope that also applies to our feelings. No matter how far apart we are, our feelings will stay the same, and we will find new ways to keep in touch. By letters? I smiled and nodded. By the time she said it, she barely cried. She even smiled a little. I promised her once more that I would return to her one day, and she promised me that she would wait. Until then, she would hold the pink crane, the last gift I gave to her. Paper cranes. I can't do origami, but it's always so beautiful. 5 years later. I gasped. The train is not that full, but falling into a deep sleep in a train and then being startled like that was kind of embarrassing. I tried to straighten my back, but then I realized that someone is leaning her head on my shoulder. Mary, Mary, quite contrary, how does your garden grow? Looks like I was the only one who slept so soundly. I want some more. She's even worse. I can't blame her though, since she took care of me of almost everything. She must be tired. Mary is my adopted little sister. Aw, she's cute. Don't get me wrong, she's cute. But a relationship is nothing more than that of a normal brother and sister caring for one another. A normal relationship, completely devoid of any kind of intimacy or romantic feelings for one another. Any at all. She could make me smile, and I reminded her of her late brother, or so she said. So it was a win-win situation. At least that's what my parents thought when they adopted her. And for me, seeing Mary happy is the happiest thing that could happen in my life as her brother. Sorry. Never mind. Did you sleep well? Yes. What about you? I even had a dream. Really? Me too. Even though I don't remember what it was. Probably about food, since you're drooling so much. Huh? I'm just kidding. Oh gosh, that's mean. How could you tease me like that? Oh, it's just fun to see you panic is all. But if it makes you glad, then I can panic as much as you want. Oh, that'd be weird. So stop it. That's also mean. Besides, I rely on you to manage the things around me and take care of me, so panicking too much will be problematic, I think. Well, that's true. It's because Yuki can't do anything without me, right? Hey, now that's mean. We're even then. Looking at her happy face, I flick her forehead. Aww. Don't hee-hee me, you're so mean. May stretches her hands, trying to return my flick, but I just turn my head. With her short hands and stature, she can't even reach my neck. You're embarrassing yourself, Mary. We're on the train. There are people watching. She stops and then looks grumpy in her seat. Next stop is Sakuragaoka. Sakuragaoka. The right side of the door will be open. The left side of the door will be closed. Oh, we're at Sakuragaoka. That means that... well, we're still far from a new place. Right. Sorry, I still ain't the lines here. Oh, that's not a problem. I know it takes some time to get used to. It's a lot of lines. I know the way, so I can be the guide here. Besides, it's your first time being in Japan, right? Technically, yes. The train is not as crowded as I imagined. Oh, not in the afternoon, but it's different in the morning. It's like sardines in here. I bet. I yawn, and that makes Mary worried. I hate that every little thing I do makes my family worried. It's annoying. Did all that activity make you tired? I'm sorry for not being sensitive. I just wanted to make this journey more fun for you, Yuki. Oh, and it is fun. Don't worry about me, Mary. I pat her head this time, telling her that I'm okay. Still, though, you need to sleep. We have a long way to go. I don't want to sleep, you know? Like, how do I know the next time I sleep that it won't be the end? Please don't say that. Sorry. No, I'm sorry, Yuki. I'm just worried. I know. Just relax. I'm okay. Besides, I want to burn the scenery into my eyes as much as I can while I can, rather than wasting my time sleeping or doing nothing. You want to make this journey fun, right? Yep. But you have to tell me what has bothered you, because you're sighing again, Yuki. I know you don't want to make me worried, but knowing you have a problem that you're not telling me is what worries me the most. So if you want to make me happy, you should tell me what's wrong. Okay. Did you dream about her again? Yeah. more vividly than I had before. But I'm also glad. I can feel she's near, Mary. Silly as it sounds. So silly, Yuki. It's love. Your feeling is reaching her, and I assure you we will find her there. It's romantic, isn't it? And I promise you that I won't leave your side before it happens. Mary holds my hand and reminds me of the dream, of myself, and of what I had promised Saki back then. A promise should have never been made that lightly, Mary, and I've learned that the hard way. Sorry, I don't want to sound too harsh, just... Is it about the promise you made to her? Well, what else would it be? Aren't you trying to fulfill it right now? Yeah, but not this way. And I'm sure she won't be too happy to see me like this either, even though I want her to be. I stopped myself from saying it out loud that I actually lost my hope to fulfill the promise or even to live after the doctor told me that I would die in 2 years. I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. The real reason I left 5 years ago was to be given a cure of it in America, undergoing several treatments, but nothing worked. What they did was merely slow the progression of its growth, but unfortunately it grew faster than they had predicted. I sigh again. You know, we've already done as much as we can, but it's all been in vain. Are you worried that it will be useless too? Finding Saki and fulfilling your promise? Is that why you couldn't sleep last night? I couldn't help it. I mean, how could I sleep after we couldn't find Saki at our house yesterday? I mean, it's not like I remembered it wrong or went to the wrong house. It's her house, but she had already left, and I don't know where her family went. To be honest, I'm more worried because the new people in our house told us that something had happened there before. Something bad. It's just a rumor since nobody wanted to tell them, and there's no way the realtor would have told the buyer anything bad about the house. But everything seems suspicious. Besides, Saki hasn't sent me any letters since a year ago. How could I not be worried? And furthermore, the teachers at her junior high school didn't know where she went. We couldn't rely on her friends either since, well, she didn't really have any. Really, how could I be stupid to leave her alone for 5 years like that, with paper cranes and letters, when I couldn't find any friends of hers before I left? I was really stupid, Mary. I didn't understand her at all, and I even stopped writing my letters for a week after I found out about this disease. I was too busy to feel miserable about myself. Well, maybe you were, but this isn't the time for you to feel miserable about it, alright? Or else you will repeat your mistake. You have to remember the reason you're here, Yuki. Yes, I want to find Saki. Find some friends for her, and even a boyfriend who can make her happy. That last thing, I smiled ironically. Boyfriend, huh? Deep in my heart, I know. I still want that position, but I can't get it. So I just force a smile even more so that Mary won't see right through me. But she probably does. She's not stupid. Then tell her my final goodbye. Do you think she would say that it's none of my business? Well, if you want me to be honest, that might be true. But that's not what's important, Yuki. And the result of your effort is also not what's important. You want to live your life to the fullest. That's enough for me, Mom, and Dad. Yeah, you're right. You know, you're right. You're right. You know, sometimes you're just too good to be my little sister. And too dependable. Ain't I awesome then? You can praise me more if you want. No, that's enough. I laugh. Genuinely this time. Then I pat her head. I met Mary 3 years ago, and she's always there to accompany me through the hard times. She has made me smile and laugh through them. That may be the oddest thing in my depressing life. I truly want to thank God, if He really exists, for bringing Mary into my life. Thanks, Mary. It's my pleasure. You don't have to always say that, Yuki. My head is heavy again. Maybe because of the tumor in my brain, my sleeping hours have been increasing lately, with the exception of last night. It was such a rare occasion, and my head was really hurting. I think I want to sleep. Yeah, you need to rest. I'll wake you when we arrive. Yes, thank you. At last, I give up and close my eyes. It doesn't take much time for me to fall into my slumber. Okay. Well, we're gonna see our childhood friend, but we don't really have any leads, unfortunately. We don't even know if she's gonna be there at the same town. Yay, we're here! Calm down a bit, Mary. I'm still tired. Oh, boy. That was good sleep. You've been like this ever since we arrived, and I don't want to remind you again how people were staring at us. It's not like they really care or anything like that. Besides, they will take it easy on me because I am a foreigner. Now you're underestimating them. It's not about being a foreigner or a native. You should behave according to the local rules if you want to make friends. Doesn't matter if you don't care, though, but as a brother, Okay, I understand. Jeez, I just wanted to express my feelings for our new home, you know. Not like I use such a loud voice or anything. It's actually natural for Mary to be so excited seeing our new home. We planned to move here since 2 days ago, but apparently Mom and Dad wanted to prepare everything for us so we wouldn't have to arrange the room again. It was too sudden because we had bought the plane tickets before. Such a messy schedule, really. We have no choice but to stay at the hotel for a while. Even though the hotel is nice, it still isn't comfortable enough to sleep in, especially after searching for Saki. Mary wants to cook, but we have to eat the hotel's food. It's nice, really, it's nice, but it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like home. I hope everything is prepared like they said. It will suck if we have to do it again after spending so much time at the hotel. I give her a smile while caressing her hair. This beautiful, long, luscious hair. It's great. We'll know when we're inside, right? Come on. Mary takes out the keys and opens the door. No words escape our mouths for a few seconds. See, they really prepared everything. I want to try the sofa. It's so comfy. Try it, Yuuki. I bet I could even sleep here whenever I want to. Ow! I flick her forehead again. You don't have to be mean. Yeah, and you don't have to be mean too. We're leaving all the bags with me as if I have to organize your things too. But wait. Thinking about it a little bit, perhaps then I can see what your underwear looks like, huh? No. You know what? I'll take care of it myself, you meanie. Don't you go pervert on me. Mary rushes to take her bag upstairs. Fortunately, we only have a rucksack for the 2 days we spent at the hotel. The rest of our things have been organized too, or so they said they would be. Hey, what are these pants? I never wore anything like this. Hey, don't go in the wrong room. You went in the wrong room. I didn't know that would be this tiring. Never thought that Mary would be this energetic, especially not after the trip and after washing our clothes. Now she's humming while cooking for us. Aren't you tired? Nope, not at all. I've waited so long to make you my best dishes, you know. You're always at the hospital, so I can only bake you cookies or cakes. Now the real dishes will come. Looking forward to it. You should. Oh, we have a guest. A guest at a time like this? Now let me get it. Oh, there really is someone here. Huh? Sorry, but do I know you? Oh, no. Sorry, how disrespectful of me. I'm Nagita, Chihiro Nagita. I live next door. I heard voices coming from here, but the last I knew, this place was empty. I was just checking it out a bit and found some people moving in, and you and the girl? My sister? Right, your sister. Yeah, likely story. Anyway, her smile seems a little bit uncomfortable. After a while, I realized that I haven't moved an inch from the entrance or even introduced myself properly. How rude of me. Very uncouth. In a hurry, I approached the gate and opened it. Oh, sorry, I was just surprised that somebody would greet us. I mean, you know, we're new here, and we're the ones who are supposed to greet our neighbors, right? I don't need to be so stiff. I like to meet new people, so just assume that it's a habit of mine to greet you first. Yeah, thanks. The name is Murakami. Yuuki Murakami. I like my martinis shaken, not stirred. You can call me whatever you want. Yukun, then? A little bit too close for a start, but whatever. I'll let it be. Yuki, why are you so late? Oh. Hi there. Looking at Mary's surprised face and how she's tumbling at her words, I suggest this is my place to help them introduce themselves. Mary, this is Chihiro, our neighbor. Oh, hi. Sorry, but can we call you by your first name? This is my little sister, Mary, and we've just moved from abroad. We're used to calling people around our age by their first name. You know, in America, that's what they do. That is, if my guess about your age is right, though. I mean, I'm not gonna, you know, ask what a woman's age is. That's very rude. No, it's okay. I'm not used to being so formal anyway. So it's great to see new people like you. Nice to meet you, Chihiro. Nice to meet you too, Mary. Well, I was hoping that Mary would get some weird nickname too, but apparently not. Looks like it's time for lunch. I gotta go. Would you come inside and eat with us? Oh, but I don't want to intrude. I cooked plenty, but I think it's a bit too much for just the two of us. Oh, it's nice, but it's all right. Mary just likes to share cooking with others, but I'm sure your mom is waiting for you, right? You should go home. We'll be just fine. Oh, right. I'm sorry I'm being inconsiderate here. Oh, no, it's fine. There's another fun way to do this, you know. I'll tell my mother that I'll eat here, and I'll come back after bringing some food from my house, too. I've never exchanged food except for at school, so it will be fun. Great idea. I like that idea. Mary, you like that idea? Of course you do. Look at your face. You're shocked. You're great. I think it's a great idea. We'll wait for you while making some room. Okay, see ya. After saying our goodbye, I see Chihiro walking to the next house on the right. Just as she said, next to us, not that far. I'm happy that we met such a great neighbor, and she looks to be the same age as me. Well, I guess we can talk more about each other while she comes inside and eats with us. Wow, this is really good. Like, really good. Did you really cook all this? Well, yeah. There's just the two of us, and Yuki can't cook. So I'm in charge for that. The guy can never cook. It's crazy. Unless he lives alone, then he can cook. But if he's like with the girl, it's like, no, you can't cook. You're so lucky, Yukun, to have such a capable and adorable sister like her. Ah! Suddenly, Chihiro hugs Mary on her belly. Mary's not expecting I'll have you know. I really don't know what's going on with girls these days. Maybe I'm not supposed to know. I can't eat if you hug me so tight like that. Be my mom. Now, that's a weird visual image. No, I'm Yuki's mom. Yeah, but I want to eat your cooking every day. Your mom would be so sad to hear that, you know. What are you talking about? My mother always complains about how much I and my father eat. She won't mind if she can save some expenses. Great. Now what about our expenses then? What? Why are you so stingy about that? I'm not gonna ask too much from you anyway. Look at that face. She's like, what? Depressed. She's like disappointed. She's cute though, I like her. After eating up your spaghetti, our salad, and almost all of the cookies in our jar? Sorry, but your actions speak louder than your words, my dear. Stingy. But I bet Mary is kinder than you. Ah! Help me, Yuuki. Jeez, can't it be quieter at lunch? It's Chihiro's fault, not mine. Yeah. Right after I say that, I just ignore them and continue to eat my lunch. She mixed potatoes and fresh seafood into it too, together with her special dressing. I can still taste the freshness of the vegetables in my mouth. I didn't think Yuuki would like vegetables or salad. I mean, there's barely any meat in there. What, boys can't eat vegetables? Oh, don't boys like to eat meat more than vegetables? Well, it depends, actually. Or perhaps you don't like meat? If so, then my bad. I bought you a meat pasta like this, but since I thought you'd like it... Ah. Actually, I haven't touched the pasta because I don't know what kind of spices are mixed in there. Mary always has a concern about my food, so I trust her cooking. But Chihiro doesn't know about my disease, and I don't want her to know right now. It's not in a room full of good mood and everything, you know. Just tell her you don't like meat. Sorry I haven't said anything about it yet, but I have an allergy to meat. Only my family knows this, and Mary's put some effort into her cooking too, so... You have an allergy? Sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel bad about it. I didn't consider it either, so it's totally my fault. Oh no, it's fine, really. We're having a good time with you here, and Mary seems like your pasta, right? Huh? Oh, yes. It has different spices altogether, and the sourness goes with my salad pretty well. I think I might try to make it sometime. Really glad I could help. I secretly give Mary a thumbs up. Good job, Mary. Good job. After eating, I drank some medicine before excusing myself and going to bed. Chihiro looks a little bit confused and asked me not to go to bed since she wanted to play and talk some more. We're new here after all, so it is reasonable. Knowing that I'm troubled again, Mary helps me with an excuse before leaving early. She tells Chihiro that I'm sick and tired after a long trip from America. Thus, I am able to escape. Some noises are coming from below. I get up and see the clock on the wall. It's almost 6 o'clock. Is she still here? Oh, I see now. So that's why you two came back from America, right? What a romantic reason. Chihiro? Yuuki! I thought you were still sleeping. What are you two talking about? It's nothing. That won't work on me, Chihiro. I heard some of it. Did you tell her about our plans here, Mary? Oh, don't be mad at her, Yuuki-kun. I'm the one who forced her, and it's not a big deal anyway. It is a big deal, and even if you wanted to know, you should have asked me, not her. I don't know why, but I raised my voice at Chihiro. Someone who I've just met hours ago. I pressed my temples with my fingers, trying to calm myself down. Whatever it is, it just doesn't feel right to get mad over something I didn't fully know about right after waking up and meeting her again. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. My head hurts. I'm not feeling very well today. I've heard about Mary, about your childhood friend and how you're looking for her. You must be tired, and I didn't have the right to say that it's not a big deal. You don't have the right either to snap at us like we're saying bad things about you behind your back. Even though I was just curious, I wanted to offer my help to Mary if you didn't come up earlier. Besides, I forced her because I was worried, and I really wanted to be a good friend, even if you assume that it's too soon for you to tell me. I know that I'm no one. No, sorry, no. It's not like that. It's not what I meant. Thanks, Chihiro. I appreciate your help, and you being here has made us laugh. It's fun being with you, so I don't mind if you want to help me or my sister. I'm just surprised to hear you two talking about me and Saki, that's all. So she called Saki. As she says that, the tension between us strangely breaks, and I smile bashfully while looking down, hands scratching nape. It's not too uncomfortable sharing my story with someone, it seems. Probably because I don't think I need to hide it that much. Well, I mean, it's not an unusual story, right? Partying with your friend, promising to come back. Oh, come on. We all know that she's not just your friend. She's special, right? That's why you came back from America, just to meet with her again. I'll let you assume whatever you want, Chihiro. Okay, then. I've heard that you will go to Shimizu High School, too. I looked at Mary, who was still looking down because she practically let Chihiro know everything. I just sighed and nodded. Yeah, the day after tomorrow. We will get to rest for 2 days before going to school. What are you so happy about? Oh, that we'll be at the same school, Yuki. What? So you too. Shimizu High School, yep. Oh, great. Hey, what's with that long face? You should be happy, since I can help you a lot more if we're together. And Mary won't be too worried if you're with me. You know that you have a face that will make it likely you'll get bullied. By you, maybe. Hey, that's mean. That's not nice. Mary laughed at last, but realizing my gaze to her, she gasps. Well, I guess I'll trust Yuki to Chihiro then. Wait, isn't that kind of strange, to trust a man with a girl? It's your fault you look so weak, Yuki. You're just too strong for a girl, Chihiro, especially with all that food you're eating every day. Hey. When I see her fists aim at me, I guard myself immediately. Don't throw a punch at me. I won't. What kind of girl do you think I am? If you still think yourself to be a girl, then you should behave like one, Chihiro. You know I do. Yeah. At least we managed to maintain the good mood between us. I'm relieved, especially knowing that Chihiro is going to the same school. She can help us find her, hopefully. Imagine if we had fought and then had to go to school together on Monday. Boy, that'd be awkward. Oh, it's already 6 o'clock, right? I can't be here for dinner, too, so I guess it's time to go home. Careful on your way back. Just a few steps there, so you don't have to worry. Right. Right. See you at school, Yuki, or maybe tomorrow if we accidentally meet when throwing out the garbage or something. Yeah, see you too, Chihiro. Thanks for coming to our house today. It's great to befriend me, right? You'll be grateful and see me as a goddess someday. Yeah, right. Chihiro throws in the last remark before walking away, but suddenly I remember something. Yeah, Chihiro. I just remembered. You've been going to Shimizu for a year, right? Do you know someone called Saki Nishimura? Or some girl who likes to be alone? Oh, yeah. I didn't hear about her full name, huh? Sorry, but there's so many people with Nishimura for the last name. I don't recall anyone named Saki. It would be easier if we're looking for her on Monday. A few girls in my classes are loners. I don't know all of them, but the ones I know are not called Saki or even Nishimura. Is that so? Don't be too worried about it, okay? I'm sure we'll find her, and I'll help you on Monday. Just make sure to be more energetic then. Can't go around searching with her with a pale look on that face. Do I look pale? Now take a look in the mirror. Okay. And do you have anything more to ask? I'm fine. Thanks, Chihiro. Yeah, you take care, Yuki. After Chihiro leaves, I talk a bit about Mary. Talk a bit with Mary about what she's been telling Chihiro, and she tells me how sorry she was for that. I tell her it's okay. I don't scold her or anything since it already happened. Besides, I wasn't really mad anymore. The rest of the day passes like usual, and so on Sunday, Chihiro comes over again to give us her phone number. Luckily, Mary and I each have bought a phone, so we tell her our numbers too. The next day comes in the blink of an eye, like Sunday never even happened. First day at school, I'm a little nervous, gotta say. Sure you brought everything? Yeah, I think I got everything. Lunchbox, medicine, phone, purse, books. I get it, Mary. You have checked it yourself, haven't you? So if I'm missing anything, you're the one responsible for it. That's mean. I'm just kidding. Besides, I've double checked everything, so you don't have to worry. I have a phone too, in case I need you for anything. Okay then. I'll search for Saki today, so you have to focus on your school, Yuki. Are you sure you want to postpone entering school? I mean, it's tough to search for a person by yourself. Now I'm more worried about you than about myself. Come on, Yuki. What could happen anyway on a bright day like this? Don't underestimate people, Mary. And I warn you, don't wear a short skirt. Or any cute things, like just wear jackets or something that will make you look manly, okay? Why would I wear something like that? Because I don't want any bad guys touching you here and there, or I can't watch over you. Bunch of perverts here. I'll contact you once in a while. Yuki, I can take care of myself. If you're that worried, I don't mind if you call me often. Besides, I know that you're okay from hearing your voice. Aww. Okay, right. It's decided. I don't know why there are terms such as brother complex or sister complex. Caring for my sister like this isn't too much, is it? I mean, God forbid we care for our siblings, right? Without people labeling you as being in love with them. She cares for me too, like, annoyingly. Like, it's cute, but... You know, but that's what makes us family, right? As I wave goodbye to her, I look around to see if Chihiro is going to come out from her house, but she doesn't. But that's okay, we haven't promised to wait for one another or anything. After a few seconds without seeing her, I decide to walk to school alone. She might be there already, or perhaps she just overslept. In any case, we'll meet again at school, so I worry more about my introduction to my new class than I do about her. As in any classroom in the morning, everyone sits towards each other and seems to have fun chit-chat. I wait at the front of the class, looking down at the floor as I calm myself down. It's actually not that hard for me to introduce myself in front of a lot of new people, but as I was in the hospital for such a long time, I might be shyer now, especially after living in America for so long, though I'm still confident in my Japanese. When my teacher calls my name, I let out a relieved breath and enter the room. Okay, Yuki, you can do this. The class becomes quiet as soon as they see me. I look them all in the eyes, trying to memorize all of their faces, observing how they respond. Fortunately, there's no one in the class right now, so it's just like a practice run, like a dry run before we actually do it. It's important to give everyone a strong and confident impression, even though some of them don't really seem to care, and I'm sure a lot of them don't. In a way that's not too cheesy and not too gloomy, I introduce myself. Hi, my name is Yuuki Murakami. My hobby is reading comics. Really, that's the best thing we could say. Now we sound like a loser who just reads manga all day. Probably should have practiced this a little bit more in the mirror before we did it, but that's okay. We're already in it. Let's do it. I just moved here due to my father's job, so I would appreciate it if someone could be my friend and show me around. I'm so lonely, please. Thanks, and nice to meet you all. That wasn't so bad. The teacher gives a brief explanation before pointing out an empty desk to me at the back of the class beside the window. I like the breeze and the view, so honestly, it's fine. Hi. Hello there, mister. Someone pokes me from my right. It is a male student. Well, maybe it's a female student, we don't know yet. With messy blonde hair telling me that either he doesn't like to follow the rules, or maybe that's just his style. I mean, just because their hair's messy, we're like, oh man, the guy is a rebel without a cause. Either way, I have to reply and be friendly with any classmate, especially if he's going to be sitting beside me for a while, and he did initiate conversation, so that's good. Oh, hi! I'm Inoue. Sota Inoue, you can call me Sota. Ah, okay, Sota, nice to meet you. You can call me Yuki, just don't call me late for dinner. You can call me Yuki. Nice to meet you, Yuki. If there's anything you want to ask, anything at all, just ask me, okay? Can I borrow $5? No. I know quite a lot about the school and everyone in it. Oh man, this is our chance. Ask if we know about Saki Nishimura. Oh, really? Hearing that, I don't miss my chance. How about a person, then? Oh, you want to ask about a girl, I assume. You know, don't assume. You just make an ass out of you and me. Well, that's true. Then you asked the right person, mate. I'm Australian, didn't you know? Hey, you there, don't talk in class. Sorry, sir. Jeez, what a bummer. Well, maybe we can talk after the lesson is over. You don't have to mind the teacher, Yuuki. It'll be fine as long as we don't talk too loud. I mean, everyone else is doing it too. The poor teacher. People don't respect him. I gaze around the room and see what Sota said is true. It might not be everyone, but many students are talking with each other and just ignoring the lesson. Well, just a bit then, since I don't want to have any problems on my first day, you know? I don't want to be like the delinquent. Sure. Do you know a girl named Saki Nishimura by any chance? Please tell me you do. Saki Nishimura, eh? Sota takes more time than I thought he would to think about it. It means that he really cares about my question, but it's really hard for him to remember the name. Sorry, but I've never heard of her. I don't think. There are two ways to be popular here. Bad or good. Bad means you're popular amongst the students who are geeky, gloomy, lonely, or something like that. And good means you're popular amongst the students who are cute, handsome, capable, or something like that. You get the picture, right? Yes, and what about it? I know about pretty much every popular girl in our second year and below, the first year. Maybe your girl's in the third year, or maybe she doesn't go to our school, or perhaps she's just too ordinary to be popular in a good or a bad way. Well, she's the same age as us. Oh, maybe you have the wrong school? I don't think so. She said to me before that she wanted to go here. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you moved here just to meet this girl. Before answering the question, I realized that Sota strangely reminds me of Chihiro. It's like a guy version of Chihiro. He was probably as curious about me talking with Mary 2 days ago. What should I say, though? I mean, we might as well tell him, right? Well, if you want me to be honest, then yes. Oh, what a man, dude. To think that I could meet a romantic man like you. Everyone seems to call me romantic, and it might be true. Did you get a girlfriend because of that? If so, then I should learn from you, Yuki-sensei. I want to say something about that, but before I can, a piece of chalk hits Sota's forehead so hard that he holds it up. Luckily, the teacher only glares at me, and I escape from suffering the same punishment. Sota finally looks at the board, though he's not happy about it. He just says to me that we will continue talking after the lesson, and I agree. Even though Sota has promised to talk again after the lesson, some of the other classmates asked me about so many things that I really didn't have time for Sota, contacting Mary, or searching for Chihiro. At lunchtime, I finally have some time and decided to first talk to Mary. Oh, that's such a cute little contact image. Mary? Yuki, how was school? Oh, it's fun. I made a few friends here, you know. Not bad for the first day. What about you? How's things are going? Are you doing okay, right? Yes. Don't forget to eat, okay? I have a clock here, but you don't. I don't want you to get tired or sick from doing your best for me. Okay, okay, big brother. You're really such a sitcom, know that? Nope, I just want everything to be okay, Mary. Okay, sorry, Yuki. And what about you? You're already eating your lunch, right? Yeah, right after this lunch break. I actually want to ask her about Saki as soon as possible, but it just doesn't feel right to not worry about her, too. So, it's about Saki, right? Sorry, Yuki, but I haven't found any clues yet. I've asked the company that sold her house, but they refuse to say anything about it. I don't want you to be worried about it, so I'll just say this. I think something bad happened in her house, but since we don't have any conclusive evidence yet, we can't just throw away all hope of finding her or her family. Do you remember whether or not she had any relatives outside of Tokyo? Maybe her mom or dad? I don't really know. The thing I remember about her family is that her father was an alcoholic, kind of rude, and her mother was kind of timid. Oh, my father was an alcoholic too. Man, I know the struggles. It's rough. It wasn't too good of a family, and I tried my best to make her time away from them to be as cheerful as possible. That's all I really could do, right? I mean, I didn't know what else I could do. Yuuki, don't feel bad about it, okay? I don't know what's best for you right now either, but I'm trying to make my best to make you feel alright. If you felt off about your incapability, then you'll make me sad too, Yuuki. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But anyway, as far as I know, she doesn't have any other relatives, at least. Not any who she could depend on. If she did, she wouldn't have relied on me so much. That's probably accurate. So then I'll try to ask more around here while you're trying your best there too, okay? Okay, will do. Thanks, Mary. I love you. No problem. See you at home, Yuuki. See you too. Hey, who are you talking to? I gasped in surprise. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you like that. That's alright. Soda pauses and seems to think for a moment about what to say. I think he's going to ask me again about the phone call, but he changes the topic. So, do you want to continue talking about that girl? Sure, yeah. But didn't you say that you didn't know any girl named Saki Nishimura? Yep, but maybe I know someone who can help you. And I know where to find her right now. Come on! I glanced at my lunchbox and then to Soda, who has already left his desk. Can't we wait until I finish my lunch? I'm so hungry. Do you want to get information or not? Yeah. Between Saki and lunch, of course I chose the information. So I stand without hesitation and approach Soda. He puts his hands around my shoulder and pulls me to walk beside him. Let's talk, buddy. Can't you at least tell me who I'm going to meet and where? Oh, the most popular and mysterious girl amongst the second year. She always eats with her friend on the rooftop, so we're going there. Wait, how are we going to get any information from a popular girl? Yuuki, popular people always have more connections than you think. Of course, she and her friends can help you to find anyone in this school if you can befriend them. And I can be the one who leads you there. Wait, you're saying you're popular too then? Oh, no. But I thought... Yuuki, knowing a bunch of popular people doesn't mean you're talking with them. Popular people only hang out with other popular people. Meanwhile, the regular ones like us see them from afar. Except you will get special treatment because you've come here in the middle of the semester, and so you're sure to be approached. It won't be long for you to get popular with the others. Oh. Okay. Popularity leads to intimacy, as they say. After understanding his real motive, I removed Soda's hands from my shoulder and refused to follow. Look, okay, you might mean well, but I'm not interested in talking to a bunch of unknown girls just because they're popular. The girl I seek is not someone like that. So that's probably useless. How do you know? Oh, come on, it won't be a waste of time for you to ask some unknown people. You need to ask as many people as you can when you're searching for someone, right? I'm trying to be helpful here. Don't just brush me off. Yeah, you're right. Maybe because I really don't know anything about Shimizu High School, I don't have any other choice than to follow Soda's advice. He might be after the girls more than anything, but he's right. Okay. Can you at least tell me more about these girls we want to meet? Sorry, I'm yawning. I didn't sleep much last night. Awesome. I'll tell you when we get there, but their names are Fujimoto and Nagata. Huh. Nagata sounds familiar. But before I can tell Soda about that, he has already climbed up the stairs. Hey, wait! Finally, we arrive at the rooftop. It's wider than I initially thought, and a bunch of people are actually spending their time there. I don't know about Fujimoto, but knowing that Chihiro's last name was Nagata, I tried to find her first. Yuki. Ah, there you are. Wait, you know each other? Well, I wanted to make sure before we came up here, but you wouldn't listen. Typical Sato. Anyway, Chihiro lives next door to me. And we met each other when I moved in. Wait, Chihiro? You already call her by her first name? I expected you to be popular, but not like this man. But I guess it will be easier for me, too, to get into the popular group then. You know, popularity isn't everything, man. You don't want to judge your self-worth by how other people view you. Or like by how many friends you have, you know? That's like... I mean, that's just shallow. Can't we forget about that popular thing for just a little bit? You're too obsessed with it, man. Oh, come on. Don't just stand there. You have to approach them, Yuki. Alright. I don't know why you're so scared all of a sudden. Oh, you'll find out why. Oh. I turn around again to find Chihiro is already in front of me. What are you doing here? Ah. Well, I've told you about the girl I wanted to find, right? I'm looking for her, and this new friend of mine here, the buddy old pal, told me that I should come up here. Ah. Hi, Nagata. Oh, Shota. He's telling me that asking famous people about Saki is more practical than asking no one, so I mean, obviously that makes sense, right? Sort of pokes my side hard enough to make me cough. Hey, can't you be more honest than that? Chill, dude. Not like Chihiro will criticize anyway, she's cool. You're not entirely wrong, but unfortunately I've already asked about her and no one knows her, so don't expect too much from us. Asked about her to who? My friend there, see? The one with the long black hair sitting next to the fence? I look in the direction that Chihiro points out, right where she's sitting when I found her up here. At the time, the girl standing next to her was looking to the other side at the view behind the fence. I open my eyes wide when she approaches. Her sharp, yet gentle eyes have never failed to make me freeze, to make me want to look at them for as long as possible. I remember the scent of her black hair and how smooth it is when the wind sweeps through it. Even though she's older now, there is no way I could not notice her resemblance to her younger self. Saki? You're Saki, right? It's me, Yuuki Murakami. Don't you remember? In a panic, I shout. You don't care that Soda's pulling me back, trying to get me to not be so loud as I accuse the girl I barely know of being someone else. He doesn't know. He doesn't know her like I know her. You can't hide that. It really is Saki, I'm sure of it. Yuki, you're wrong. Her name isn't Saki, she's... Chihiro, that's enough. I don't know who you are, but you surely don't have manners around ladies whatsoever. We've just met, and you're accusing me of being someone else. Someone who I haven't even heard of, and in front of so many people. You're making me ashamed. No! I didn't mean it like that. Do you really think I care? Just like that. She walks past me while Chihiro tries to stop her. I can hear her stepping down the stairs without answering Chihiro. Sorry, Yuki. Asuka isn't actually like that. She sometimes gets in a bad mood. It's just not to you, okay? Maybe it's because you called her by the wrong name, but I'll try to tell her that you didn't mean it. That you're just desperate to find this girl, so you mistook Asuka for Saki. Asuka. I'm actually still in shock. The words escape my lips without my realizing it. I don't know what to think or say. Asuka Fujimoto, the girl you met earlier, is my friend. I know her, so you don't have to be worried about this, Yuki. I'll go after her and tell her about you, okay? Wait! I clenched my fist, not being able to even stop her to say anything about my actions earlier. I just want to explain that the person she called Asuka Fujimoto really resembled Saki Nishimura a lot, even though they bear different names. Tap on my shoulder interrupts my confusion, and it's Sota. Sorry, dude. Remember that I've always wanted you to go after her. To go to her and not me. Even though Fujimoto's popular, she's really hard to approach. Nagata was able to befriend her somehow, but it's like a miracle to everyone. And now you've made the queen upset. I don't know what to do to fix this anymore, Yuki. I mean, being the enemy of a famous student, especially Fujimoto, can get you into trouble. What? I'm not an enemy to anyone. How could you say that? Sorry, man, but that's just how it seems, Yuki. You've upset her. So with the Nagata can get you out of this situation. Oh, I have a bad feeling about all this. Asuka Fujimoto's first impression of me was probably the worst one could have. But I'm still sure that she is Saki. And that what I did wasn't wrong. I don't know why she's like that. Why Chihiro could befriend someone so contrasting with her. Or what kind of queen she is, but one thing is for sure. My heart tells me that I'm close to her. To Saki. And somehow, I feel that Asuka Fujimoto can help me find her. Even though she maybe just resembles Saki and is not actually her. Feeling the breeze, I close my eyes and inhale as much air as my lungs can contain. And when I let it out, I see the infinite sky with the strong will that somehow I'll find Saki in this school. Maybe in the end I still want to believe in my future. Well, that's all she wrote, I'm afraid. And that's it for One Last Crane. The demo is available now on itch.io and on their Kickstarter page. Links in the description below. I really want this to be supported. Only a couple days left on the Kickstarter, unfortunately. But it's so close to the goal, I can almost taste it. And I'm really excited and hoping that this game comes to fruition. And I hope you're all excited too. And with that, I will end the video here, and I will see you all next time on another quick look. Have a good day, everybody. And remember, live your life to the fullest, because you never know when it'll be gone.